She is, in addition to being Miss Teen Massachusetts, she is a student at Fisher College in Boston. She will be competing in the National Miss Teen Universe. I think is special is that her platform is mental health.
Thank you so much for having me here. It was like we met up yesterday and we formed this all, and I'm so happy to be here. I've really wanted to work with someone that's really into the mental health department, and I'm glad I got this opportunity. I want everyone to know that it's okay to not feel okay, just like the shirts say. I love that. I myself struggled with mental health myself. I have alopecia, so I'm wearing a wig in front of you guys. I don't have hair because of my hormonal problem. So through that, I developed depression, anxiety, a lot of things, and it was really hard for me to learn to love myself and look at myself and be okay with myself. So if you guys are struggling with any of those problems, it does get better. Seek help. It's okay to talk about it. It's okay to reach out in therapy and things like that. Please look into it, because it's not a bad thing. It doesn't make you weird. It doesn't make you any of that. It's always good to feel better. So thank you. Hey Isaac. Hey Mia. What happened to your leg? That looks painful. I broke it skateboarding and had surgery. I was in the hospital for a few days, so I'm staying after for math help. But wait, I haven't seen you in 2 weeks. Where have you been? Actually, I was in the hospital too. I was feeling pretty bad, so my dad took me in. The doctor said I should stay for a while, so they could help me feel better. And they didn't give you one of these awesome leg casts? It's a different kind of hospital. They help people who aren't feeling good, but it's more like your mind, your thoughts and feelings that need to get healthy. When I landed the wrong way, my leg bent at a weird angle. That pain felt like fire. My friend called 911. How'd you know you needed to go to the hospital? Sometimes I get stressed and nervous about taking tests or the news, but this was different. I was shaking and I couldn't breathe. I wouldn't leave my room because I was afraid that I wouldn't be safe. It was scary. I'm glad my dad took me to the hospital to get help. My doctor, my therapist, and all the adults were awesome. They understood how I was feeling and listened without judging me. I see my physical therapist every week to exercise my leg and to make it stronger. But the doctor said it might still hurt when I'm older, or even need another operation. What if it never gets better? I asked my therapist the same thing. He said that I wouldn't always feel this way, because I'm learning all these new ways to take control of my anxiety. I worry about things too, like all the work and the pressure to fit in at school. Yeah, sometimes I wish I could skip over being this kid stuff and be an adult now. Same, I can't wait to be a firefighter. Oh no. I have to be able to run and climb. What if my stupid leg gets in the way? Okay, now I'm super anxious. I want to be a teacher, but when I was in the hospital, I thought I'd never be one. What would the kids do if I stood there shaking and sweating? What if I missed classes because I was afraid to leave my house? And what are you thinking now? That nothing is going to get in my way. Everyone is going through something, and we shouldn't be afraid to be real with our friends. I thought people just wouldn't want to deal with it, but instead they helped me feel better. It's funny, everyone asks me how my leg feels, but I haven't talked to anyone about how I feel. It's really nice. Maybe we could text sometime just to, check in about being a kid stuff. Hey, sure, can I sign your cast? 20 years later. Fire Safety Week with Mr. Isaac and a special guest, Fire Chief Mia Vasquez. The end.
So who's taking tests? Do you have MCAS? You have to take MCAS? How do you feel the week of MCAS? How do you feel before taking the test? Yes.
Very stressed.
Yes. And anxious and all that. And what do you do when you feel that way?
I usually talk to my friends about it and like see if they can help me study a little bit.
Exactly. Exactly. You know, when you have a cold or you don't feel well, a stomach ache, you tell your mom, right? Or you tell someone else, or you go to the nurse. Does the same thing about when you feel stressed out. Always know there's someone that you can talk to. Okay? Anybody want to take pictures with her afterwards?
I can ask anything if you guys like. Don't be afraid or shy.
What made you step into, like,
Pageantry?
yeah?
Well, it was something I've always loved just because I was a girly girl and I was always into modeling and things like that. But I did my first pageant when I was about 7 years old. I got diagnosed at 12, and then I did my second pageant when I was about 14. And I think it was a big confidence booster as well, kind of learning to love myself through that.
Awesome, awesome. So can we thank Mia?
Barber time all the time.